Good morning, guys, and TGIS. Thank God it's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day, day of rest. Also a day where I have to go to work, just like the rest of us poor schmoes. It's something that's driving me to drink. Dasani purified water. Not gonna have a review of that water purifier though. Let me tell you, it's okay. It works. But we are gonna have a review of tonight. Is going to be something near and dear to my heart, and I think a lot of audiophile and bass heads' hearts here. I'm actually charging my phone, so we're balancing it on the cable right here. Very bouncy. We're having a little bit of an earthquake to celebrate the massive bass that's going to be produced by some of these amplifiers. That's right, we're reviewing big power amplifiers today. We got our filters set, 2001 to 3000 watts of power on the amps we're looking at today. We got some real screaming deals coming up. We're talking amps under $100. That's right, that is less than your child support payment this month, guys. And girls, when that alimony shows up, you can buy like 3 of these, one for each of your Boss Audio subs. We're going to start off with the Kicker 2400.1. And this is a good example of what you don't want to buy, guys. This is the KX series for $1,100. Dude, $1,100? What the fuck? Why am I going to buy that? I can buy 11 Lanzar amps for this. Man, this has like a fucking little panel that flips down. Magnets hold it shut. And with that panel in the way, I can't get my screwdriver in there to turn the bass boost all the way up, dude. I don't know what Kicker's thinking here. It's like they actually had to put some time and research and development this product and then having it manufactured and making it something that lasts in a harsh vehicle environment. Guys, I don't know about this one. All the reviews are giving it, 3 people have given it a 5-star review. Ooh, only 3 people, man. That's rough. We may be way more interested in the Boss Audio AR4000D. I don't know how this guy slipped in, but it's 4,000 watts. Dude, Armor series, you can't even fuck around with the Armor series. That means it's tough. Tough like, strong like bull. Sorry, I'm getting my ancient Chinese secret mixed up. Oh, before I forget, these are my little buddies for the night. They're all staring into your soul. I have the same problem when I look in the mirror. I try not to look into the mirror too often. Don't worry, man. You all understand. You gotta stare at me. Oh, fucking this time I feel bad. But otherwise, the other thing you could be staring at is the Boss Audio amps. It's lesser of 2 evils, I hope. But dude, this thing, 4,000 watts, what is it claiming? RMS power, it actually has an RMS on it rating. That's rare these days, it seems like. 1,600 watts at 4 ohms, and that's it. It gives us a max power rating for everything else. Strapped at 2 ohms, 8,000 watts. Now that is sick. 8,000 watts, dude. You're going to be running solo X's with this thing, bro. For $110, how can you go wrong? Let's do the math. So we have 3 40 amp fuses on this thing. So we'll do 3 times 40. That's 120. Okay, let's multiply this at 14.4 volts. 14.4, right? That's fair. That's average. Maybe some cars with a shitty alternator, your old like 1999 Monte Carlo, maybe you're charging at 13.5, but dude just wants to do some bump. We'll assume 14. And that is going to land us at a massive 1728. Yes, that's the PIV formula. Watts equals current times volts. So the max current that this thing's going to be drawing would be 120 amps. And at 120 amps, it's going to be, popping the fuses in the case, however, so it's not going to be drawing 120. And then we need to think about how no amp is going to be 100% efficient. This is a Class D amplifier, so we can assume maybe 90% efficiency. It is Boss Audio, so maybe not. Maybe 80% efficiency. I'm spitballing here based on what I've seen. Lands this in at the absolute best efficiency that this can do right here. Being fairly generous with this thing. maybe 1500 watts, but come on, guys. We all know a little better than that. 13 people said it, 4.8 stars. There's only one left. My God, get the last one and let's throw it on the amp dyno, guys. For $110, how can we go wrong? Because on the flip side, we could have another 1000 watts for $140 with the Planet Audio AC 5000.1. Guys, that is the Anarchy series. They are throwing away the norm. They are not fucking subscribing to your ideals. They are not doing anything. They are hopping up on the wall that is car audio. They got their fucking rattle can. They got their mask on, and their mask has like teeth on it and shit like that, because that's cool. So it looks like, half their face is a skull when they put that bandana around it. I don't know. But they are fucking spray painting a giant Anarchy symbol on there, because it is anarchy when you throw Planet Audio into the mix with their 5000 series. Now, we can't do any math on this one. It doesn't have any case fuses for us to play with, throw into the calculator and say, Planet Audio, why are you fucking us? But this thing does RMS 3000 watts. Excuse me. 3500 watts RMS at 1 ohms, one channel. Dude, for $140. Whoa. Guys, this thing must be amazing. Oh, but Slater has a dissenting opinion. Come on, Slater, man, get with the program. Although I guess it's all about anarchy. It's all about mixing up the motherfucking medicine. That was a guy, Indianapolis, got me his mixtape at Slamology. Pretty good stuff. He ain't had a slow day in like 4 or 5 weeks. He must be installing and dealing with Boss Audio warranty claims. 4 or 5 years. But this guy bought this amp in high hopes it would get the job done on 2 Type R12s. After about 50 days it started smoking, almost started my seat on fire. I wouldn't buy this amp again. No, man, neither would I. I wouldn't have bought it the first time. I wouldn't have had my fucking grandma's aunt's uncle buy this fucking amp. Sorry, Planet Audio. Oh, here's another one. We got the 2500 watt Anarchy series. A little bit smaller, a little half the size, but why isn't it half the price, man? Why isn't it half the price? This one's $90. Dude, I'll just get the 5000 watt one. This guy right here, let's see what we got. Two 25 amp fuses on the case. So we got max draw, 50 amps or something. We'll do 50 times 14.4. We'll be generous again here. 720 watts at full efficiency, 100% efficiency, which this is not. Guys, this is not even a Class D amp. This is a sound quality beast. This is Class AB for the true audiophile right here. Class AB amp efficiency from Planet Auto's engineering, we might be getting like fucking 60% efficiency out of this, maybe, on a good day. We're losing a lot of heat on that switching circuit on this amp. So 60% of 720, let's give it a 500 watts approximate rating. Let's see what it's rated at on our website. Scroll it down. RMS output. What? 1800 watts? Dude, we are creating matter. As a matter of fact, dude, using this amp, you are basically God. You are God. You can take 50 amps worth of power, or current consumption, excuse me, on a system, not even 15 volts, and you can make 1800 watts of power output. That means somewhere we are finding like 1300 watts. We're finding like 1300 watts of free energy, dark matter perhaps. That's the kind of fucking black hole shit you get when you divide by 0 when you're doing the engineering. As a matter of fact, there's probably a lot of fucking zeros in Planet Audio spec sheet on here. A lot of zeros, like fucking reliability rating, honesty in the ratings. And as a matter of fact, I don't see any CEA 2006 compliance call-outs here. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe it's not CEA 2006 compliant. Shit, these ratings might be made up. But fuck, man, for another $30 I can get a True Connect 4-gauge kit for it. Blow the max power. Dude, with this thing you might need a 0-gauge kit though, bro. 50 amps. Whew, that's a lot. But we do have another player in this category because for $5 less we got the 3000 watt. That's $5 less, 500 watts more. 3000 watt Lanzar. MOSFET power car amplifier. Wow, it's special being that it's a MOSFET switching circuit. Fucking sets it aside from everything else. Everything else that uses MOSFET, which is everything. This guy is rated at 1500 watts. It doesn't tell us what fucking class it is, because why the fuck does it matter what class it is? It's MOSFET. MOSFET. Dude, it's got a 40 amp fuse in it. This thing's got that FM technology. I'm sorry, Kicker, you said you patented it. FM technology, fucking magic. These guys fucking stole it and ran with it, dude. I don't know what to say. Because they had 40 amps times 1,404 volts. That's probably what it would take to get what they're fucking trying to do, or it'll just explode in a ball of fire like it deserves. 14.4 times 40, that's 576 watts, 100% efficiency. It's not, but we don't know what it is. AB class, D class. If it's a D class, you know, pretty efficient. Maybe it's 450 watts. Maybe if it's fucking AB class, forget about it, Tony. Forget about it. We have a real quality piece on here. However, this is a Lanzar Heritage amp. Now, there's something about Heritage that just, it inspires you, man. When you're thinking about Heritage, you're thinking what's been passed down. You're thinking about the glory days of Lanzar. Dude, I think back to the 80s. I spent less than 24 hours in the 80s. But man, the 80s were good times, dude. I remember rolling down Rosecrans with my Lanzar system, just a fucking wangin', bro. Wangin' in my big body box Chevy. Dude, I had those like 4 Lanzar 15s powered by 4 Lanzar amps. And I'll be honest, back in the day, that's probably chill. The 80s was a golden time for car audio equipment. There's a reason classic car audio equipment is so popular. This is before all these companies sold themselves out to fucking basically import the same Chinese shit with a different sticker stuck on it over and over and over again. You'll see Autotech and Hyphonics. I'm not going to knock them because the quality is okay. But if you look at the chassis, it's basically the exact same. A little bit different look. Maybe a fucking black anodized piece versus gray. Very, very similar topology inside of those amps though. It's all coming from the same fucking factory. But what else do you think when you think Heritage, man? Personally, I think of Heritage music. You know, when you're sitting outside and all of a sudden you hear them horns coming up. Man, your boy Takedown 504, boy, he got those fucking 13 horns. Wait, 1, 2, yeah, 13 horns. You ain't fucking with his shit, man. You hear him coming down the road playing his Heritage music. He is playing the song of his people. And I'm not talking like fucking bone in the nose people dancing in the bush. No. His people are from the 504, motherfucker. And they are playing that shit. That is the Heritage. The Heritage. The hat dance. Doing the hat dance around the car. Because your horns are so loud. The whole neighborhood hear that shit. And it become a motherfucking conga line out there. Behind the car. Big booty bitch on big booty bitch. It looked like you got the motherfucking human centipede behind your car. Because you had this fucking Heritage amp in there. This Heritage is where we come from. This is me and you as car audio enthusiasts trying to get to the bottom of what is the best on the market. If it's not Heritage, it ain't shit. Why would you fuck with some new products like fucking Audio Frog when you can have Lanzar Heritage? What does Audio Frog have to show? They're frogs, they're amphibians, they like going in the water. What's water have to do with car audio? Nothing. The only thing moist about car audio is my girlfriend after she heard those fucking 12 Boss audio subs blow the window out of my Civic as well as the 2 Civics sitting next to me, bro. Fuck. Get with me on that, alright? Do you understand? I think we're just about out of big power amps right here, because at this point, I don't know what to buy. I'm running out of options. Fucking Kicker's trying to rip me off for $1,100 amp. I don't know what they're thinking, because Lanzar and Planet Audio are stepping up the game hard. Boss Audio, you a true contender too. Matter of fact, fucking, you the real MVP. You the real MVP. It's going to be a tough choice for me to decide tonight. I'm going to let you guys do a little thinking, mull it over. You may want to pour yourselves a cocktail because buying these amps is better done drunk or on some sort of drugs. As a matter of fact, installing them is best done on some sort of drugs too. I personally recommend downers because when you're on uppers, it's really, you get jittery and you're in a hurry to do things. Pulling the power wire through the firewall might not be an option on uppers. You want that shit done, so you punch a fucking hole in your windshield, pull the power wire through that shit, you ground it to the frame. If you gotta fucking hire a Mexican and have him lick both of his fingers to like fucking touch the amp ground wire to the frame through those licked fingers, I don't know, whatever the fuck it takes to get that shit in. On downers, you know, you're gonna take a little bit, you're gonna sit back, melt into your seat, look at the dash, try to decide exactly how to take it apart, and then forget exactly what you're doing. Fuck, maybe you'll even forget to order that Lanzar Heritage amp, and you can start writing your own story, your own heritage, with some good equipment, baby, like Pile. Oh, don't buy Pile. Oh well. Me and the bros are gonna have a fun-filled evening, a real fur fest. So if you want to join, hit me up. Takedown 504, 13 horns. We doing it. We mixing up the motherfucking medicine.